This is your number one radio station.
Everybody gets high sometimes, you know.
We gon' start this thing go right. Like what? Got the guns out in the house tonight. We gon' start this thing go right. Like what? We got the ATL in the house tonight.
You're listening to only the best internet radio station in the world.
Are you living in the diaspora? Oh yes, 99.2 FM, Radio R.
This is your number one radio station.
Stuttgart, Mannheim, Ludwigsburg, Kassel, Tübingen, Heilbronn, all the way to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, East Africa combined. Kanida Richards and Divino Richard tunawaletea muziki ya kinyumbani.
Tena na tena na tena na tena.
Radio R, tukutane online.
Real World presents
Taking you on a music journey around Africa and to the world.
The station with the best music.
You're listening to only the best radio station, 99.2 Radio R. We always give you and play more music live from Stuttgart City, Germany. For your daily shows and African hits, Canada, DJ Drazi and Divina Richards on Radio Ara 99.2 FM. 99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany.
It is still early, not too late for you.
Ehe, na hiyo gari imebrekia wapi jamani?
Phonex Capital.
Kuna nini?
Phonex Capital is here for your auto logbook loan. Remember, no account needed, no CRB check. The process less 2 hours and no upfront charges.
Hey, subiri. And where are they located?
Phonex Capital is situated at Koinange Street, Uni-Africa House, 4th floor. You can call them through number 0705 408967 or check them on www.phonexcapitalkenya.com. Phonex Capital, use your logbook to unlock your potential.
Okay.
Powered by Radio Ara 99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany. We are number one on entertainment.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen listening.
Music.
We take care of your music needs.
Interviews.
Are you ready?
And Diaspora Chronicles.
Keep listening for more.
Oh yes, it's 99.2 FM. Radio Ara. Your station, your solution.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Here is Queen Victoria at the Radio R 99.2 with the African Guide for Kids and Pastor Linda Edwards. We welcome you here and continuing with our topic, or rather we're going to start with our new topics today. It's about the do's and don'ts. We all know that everywhere we go there are do's and don'ts there are things that happen despite us loving that place. We still not feel, or we would like really to make that place, would like to correct things or to make things better. And for that, I'm joined by two gentlemen today, and we're going to talk more about that when it comes to Africa. And I will start by introducing them, then later on they're going to introduce themselves. So, hi Eddie.
Hi.
Hi Humphrey.
Hi.
So could you please introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name is Eddie. I'm 10 years old, and I was born in Germany, but my parents come from my mom comes from Kenya.
Okay.
I'm Humphrey, I'm 14 years old, and I was born in Uganda, and my parents also come from Uganda.
Oh, that's awesome. So could you please, or would you please, both of you tell us, which part of Africa is that? Where is Uganda? Where is Kenya? Mm-hmm.
East Africa.
Yay, that's the east part of Africa. So, back to our topics. There are actually things that we really don't like, or we think it will make a better place when, we would like to change for Africa to be better. So I will start with our first question. Which are some of the things that you think are in the cultures that you don't really feel comfortable about, or which are the things that you really like to change? Yes, Humphrey?
Yes, in Africa, as you know, we have a really high education system.
Yeah.
And after when we're done with college and all the stuff, then we're highly educated, but there are no job opportunities. Not as like in Europe, there are a lot of job opportunities, but the education system is not so high as Africa. So it would be good when we industrialize Africa more.
Yeah.
Get more job opportunities.
Yeah.
Because we are all highly educated in Africa.
Very good. That's so true. In Africa, we are very, very educated, and despite us being the second richest continent in the whole world, we still lack employment. We are still having lack of employment, and even with what we have, the little that we have in Africa, they unfortunately get to be taken away by people who really take advantage of the Africans. And as you know, both that in Africa we have really good resources. We have we are wealthy, like in oil, in gold, in silver, and diamonds, in a couple of things that really make Africa a very rich continent, And despite having all this kind of resources, we still have no jobs, and yeah, it remains to be a poor country, or a poor continent, sorry for that. So anyway, yeah, and what else? Eddie?
What I don't like that those things get misused.
The resources, the minerals, yeah.
The minerals are getting misused.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the only thing that I don't like.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of resources are really misused, and they are taken advantage of, like I said before. And yeah, a lot of young people tend to have to go and work. At a very tender age, they have to work and do the manual jobs and not getting enough salary. Instead, they get what? Wages. They don't really get paid really well. Yeah. So, and apart from that, what else? What else do you think would get you improve it when it comes to Africa? Yeah.
Maybe Africa could be a more open country for foreigners to come, and also when they're there,
yeah,
they could also improve that employment.
Yeah.
Yes, and also Africa can get more industrialized and more rich.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
If they only would make those places that they get visited more open, that's what you mean.
Yes.
And I think also that includes the part of if the security would be higher level, because as much as we have security, it's not like the way it's supposed to be, my thinking, Yeah. So yeah, that's part of things that really Africa has to get better with. So how about education? What do you think about it? Is it really really necessary? Or for example, I would say when I was back in Kenya, because that's where I was born and raised, we used to have 9 to 10 hours a day at school. So how is it here? What is the difference between here and there in Germany? How many hours do you have here? Yeah, Eddie?
It depends on in which class you are. So at when I was in the first grade, I had 5 hours.
Okay.
And now I still have 5 hours.
Okay.
But like Humphrey, I think that he has longer school.
Longer school hours.
Yes.
How many hours do you have, Humphrey?
I'm now in the secondary school, and I have 9 hours.
9 hours. From what time to what time?
From 7:50 to 15:30 around the time.
Yeah. Okay, that's quite long. Okay.
But it depends also on the days. Like Fridays, we're not allowed to have that long school. But like every Thursday, Monday, and Tuesday, we have long school. Yeah. But in the secondary school, the school is very short.
Yeah.
It goes around from 7:50, I think, or 8 to 12 or 13 o'clock.
Wow. You guys should really count yourselves lucky, because I'm telling you, for example, when I was in first grade, like Edu said, it's different. First till the third grade, we had how many? We had 7 hours. Like we were supposed to get to school by 7:30. No, by 7, I think. 7. And we had to get out of school at 1600. That's how long it is. How many hours are those for mathematicians? Okay, yeah, that's how long. And 8 hours, right? No, 16 is actually 9. Those are 9 hours. 9 hours, and you're the first, second, and third grade. And then when you get to, and those ones were 5 days a week. It's not like here you have exceptionals, that Friday you have shorter days, or you have shorter hours. It was Monday till Friday. And then when you get to the 5th, 6th, and 7th, 8th grade, you have to go till 1700 for the classes, and still you head on Saturday. Still, he had to go to school. But on Saturday, I think they were shorter hours. Like we think we would go till 1 or 13 or 1400 hours. That's how strict it is in school. So for me, I think with the school system, I think I would just change to reduce the hours, like to make them have, the hours to be reduced, especially for the people who are in lower classes, And for the high school, Humphrey just said that you have what?
I have around 8 to 9 hours.
For high school, I think I would also change. I think I will make them more comfortable, like you guys here in Germany, because in high school, that is the 9th, 10th, 11th, and the 12th grade. You wake up at 4:30, especially if you're in an internat school, that's a boarding school. You wake up at 4:30, then you have the whole day till 9 p.m. in the evening. That's how long the day is. In between, of course, you have breaks, you have lunch breaks, you have games, which was very compulsory. Compulsory means that you had to attend. So you had to attend all these things until 9 p.m. in the evening, Wow. So I think for the schools, I would reduce the hours on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about punishment? Here in Germany, how is the punishment actually? What would you describe when it comes to punishment? For example, if you do something wrong, what is done?
So I think the German parents talk more than African parents. I think like when the children are around 5 to 12 or 13,
Yeah.
they punish them, but not that bad. And when they are a bit older,
Yeah.
they also understand what the parents are talking about. That's
Okay.
why they talk more when the kids are older.
So you, now what do you? Okay, when that is more Germans, right? So what about the African way of parenting? Eddie, please tell me about that.
The African way, they get punished in a physical way.
Yeah.
They get beaten.
Yeah.
And then they get punished.
That's the way of punishment. So which one would you prefer? The talking one, the punishment way, the talking way, the corporal, the physical punishment, or which one is better? Which one would you say? I would love that, but this one, I would prefer this one. Humphrey?
Yeah, I think the punishment is more. You learn from it.
Yeah.
When you talk, because the talking way, you can't always, like, if you know that next time you do it.
Yeah.
You know that nothing bad is going to happen.
You're just going to be taught.
Yes.
Yeah. How about you?
That's why the punishment is better, because you don't want to get punished 2 times for the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why you never do the mistake again when you get punished.
Once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
That's what they say. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. What about you, Eddie? Which one would you prefer, or which one would you tell the African parents or the German parents? Okay, let me not say on that, and let me not put that sentence like that. Which one would you prefer yourself personally?
African way.
African way?
Yes.
Why? Tell me what's the reason.
Because there you learn.
Yeah.
Which mistake you have done.
Correct.
And that you know that you're not going to do it next time, because when you do it next time, there will be not a good sign.
It's
not a good sign. Yes.
Not a good sign. So it will not also feel good. It's true. I also prefer, as much as people don't like that much punishment, I also prefer the African way of punishment. And it shouldn't be extreme. It should not be excessively excess. I'm going to talk before we go for a break. I'm going to say how I was punished, like how I got beaten at school, where I think I would change it. In German they say auf jeden Fall. I would change it. For example, for me, if I did not get the grades that were not supposed to be gotten, like I had a pass mark. Pass mark is where you're supposed to get. So I had a pass mark of 80%. So if I had a pass mark of 80% and I get a 75%, that means, I just get my paper like this and I say, okay. Now I'm talking about school first of all. So I see it's 75%. And then I knew I had a place, we used to call it Kamukonji. Kamukonji is a place for soldiers where they go to learn. So that means tough place. So we used to be taken in a corner. We used to know the teacher will say, if you have not gotten to your pass mark, please, you all know where to head. So all of us, we have to go to the Kamukonji area. And we had to take our socks off. We had to take our pullover off. Socks, shoes, our pullover off. And we had to kneel down. And by kneeling down, there comes the first teacher with a cane. They would beat us on our hands. Like, if you have 75 and you had to get to 80, you get beaten with the differences you have. So you get 5 Ks. if you have 60 and you have a pass mark of 80, you get 20 kings. So that's how harsh it was. So we would get beaten 5 kings. Then comes the next teacher. They will beat us. A next teacher. The first teacher has beaten me on my hands, right? Has rushed me on my hands. The other one comes and rushed me on my butt. 5. And then the other one comes and rushed me on my feet. Remember, we have taken off our socks, so we have to get beaten on our... And that's how it is. And then when you get home, your parents are waiting for you. Why did you fail? Which part of it did you lack? So for me, as much as I prefer the African way of punishment, I think with that too much punishment, I think it was too bad because it affected us in a very, very special way. Because we got to be tough, unnecessarily tough, unnecessarily tough. Because remember, when you get into beaten the next round, then you are thinking, oh, I have to get the second one, the second beating, and it's only a difference of 5. So yeah, unfortunately. So we are going to go on a commercial break, and yeah, we'll talk much about that.
It is still early, not too late for you.
Ehe, na hiyo gari imebrekia wapi jamani?
Phonex Capital.
Kuna nini?
Phonex Capital is here for your auto logbook loan. Remember, no account needed, no CRB check. The process lasts 2 hours and no upfront charges.
Hey, subiri. And where are they located?
Phonex Capital is situated at Koinange Street, Uni-Africa House, 4th floor. You can call them through number 0705 408967 or check them on www.phonexcapitalkenya.com. Phonex Capital, use your logbook to unlock your potential.
Okay.
Powered by Radio Ara 99.2 FM, live from Stuttgart City, Germany. For your daily shows and African hits, Canada, DJ Drazi and Divina Richards on Radio Ara 99.2 FM. 99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany.
Real World presents
Taking you on a music journey around Africa and to the world.
The station with the best music.
For live stream, interviews, and non-stop African hits, we welcome you to our website www.cradioara.com. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. Ram our YouTube channel at Radio Ara FM or follow us on Instagram at Radio Ara 99.2 FM and Radio Ara on Facebook.
So welcome back. This is Queen Victoria again, the African Guide for Kids at the Radio R 99.2 and the Apostoria of Linda Edwards. So we're going to still continue with do's and don'ts, or not actually not the do's and don'ts. It's more of what would actually make Africa a way better place, and what would actually what we'd like to change. And with the kids that are staying here in Germany, I have two guests who are brought up here in Germany, like I said before, and they can tell us more about the differences they see in Africa and here in Germany. For that, I will go to the next question, which is what freedom, or what do you think? Do you think that the German children have more freedom? And if they have freedom, which are the freedoms that they have? Edwards?
Yes, they have.
Okay.
They have more freedom. And why? Because they, at a very young age, they go drink. They always go eat. They always go to the town, do unnecessary things. And yes.
Okay. So that means that the German students. So would you prefer that kind of freedom?
No.
Why? I think that's cool.
That's not at all.
Okay. Why? Why?
Because there you don't have so much responsibility of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Because there you're always wasting your money, and that's a part of responsibility of your life.
You're very correct. Humphrey, what would you say on that?
I would like some kind of mixture.
A mixture of it, okay.
Like if the German kids would have that freedom but less and more responsibility, and for the African children a bit more freedom but not that much.
Okay.
Yeah. And also the German kids have more freedom of speech.
Yeah.
They have more freedom of speech, like to discuss with the parents. Like me, I would never discuss with my mom.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, but I see a lot of German children who like discussing with the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're that's a very good point actually there, right there, Humphrey, because when it comes to discussing, African children, because of the respect, we are taught not to be talking back to our parents, not asking a question. Whatever they do is right, period, on point, that's it. So, and what happens actually, Eddie, what happens when you come and ask, or when you go and ask a parent, like for example, in this situation, me, when you come and tell me, Mommy, what does this mean? What do I tell you? You have to go and find it yourself, right? Yes. So that's how we are taught in Africa as African kids. You have to learn how to find stuff yourself. And true, when it comes to also expressing yourself, we are told not to talk much. We are told not to discuss unnecessary discussion. Yeah, you're right. That's a very, very good topic about that. And what do you think it affects African kids, or does it affect African children when they don't talk or when they don't express themselves? Humphrey?
I don't think so. It's like they know when to talk and how to talk and who to talk to. For example, the more German kids talk more.
Yeah.
And sometimes talking a lot could
unnecessarily.
Yeah, could get bad. Like when they're talking to their bosses.
Yeah.
Like for example, the African children would know how to talk to them.
Yeah.
What to talk to them about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the German children, they have to first learn it. They don't learn it in their education of the parents.
Yeah.
They learn it in their education of that particular thing. Yeah.
True, you're so right. About that with the talking, and I think it also affects us, because about when it comes to talking, if you cannot express yourself, you never know how to do it, or you have a somehow low self-esteem, because it affects someone, not like, I don't know, I think with the low esteem, it's a little bit exaggerated, but you'll not be sure of what to say when, because you're not allowed to put your anger, if it's about being inquisitive means if you have a lot of questions, you're not allowed to talk. If it's about discussion, if you see your parents has gone wrong, you're not supposed to correct them and all that. So yeah, I think it affects us in a very different way. For example, I can tell you, when I came here, I'm born in Africa, raised there, I didn't know about talking back to a older person. And when I came here, and I could not talk because I thought because of respect. I remember the first time, that was a very good one. When I went to school, when I was in college here, I was doing my nursing. And I remember the teacher, one of the tutoring, that's what they call them. One of the teachers called me and she was asking a question. I was like, Then the teacher was like, are you even understanding? I'm like, yes, ma'am, I understand. And then she was like, so why are you not answering back? I'm like, in my culture, we are not supposed. And she was like, cut that crap. We are not in Africa anymore. So you have to answer. If you don't like something, say it. If you like it, say it. And it took me quite a while to understand what they mean. If you don't like something, say it, And that one else, like, it's something that I also had to learn even when a child like tries to come to me and, a young child coming and trying to talk back to me, I'm like, why are you even talking back to me? Without understanding that's the culture that they were taught, about. Yeah, so, apart from that, that's part of education. So what would you say when it comes to the school's results? The school results. Are there any over expectations when it comes to results? Yeah, Eddie?
How do you call it?
Over expectation.
Over expectation. The teacher they expect that you have responsibility of your clothes, washing, putting your bed, making your bed, putting your bed sheets, and there's going to school, and on the right time. And
you mean in Africa? In Africa, in the boarding school, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Okay.
All right. Okay. I mean, I think with Eddie, what he means that with the expectation is that they are in Africa. They are more expected to be responsible at a very early age. You have to know how to make beds, you have to know how to wash the dishes, you have to know how to wash clothes, you have to at the same time know how to go to school, to get to school, you know how to cook, you know how to help your parents to parent, you're much of a co-parenting person, So so what do you think about that? Is it good or bad? Humphrey?
I think that's really good for yourself and also good for the people who live around you.
Mm-hmm. Take me off. Yeah.
Yes. That's what I think about it.
Sorry?
I think it's good for yourself and good for the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not responsible, you don't know what to do, anything, anywhere. And responsibility is one of the most important things that you need in life. Yes.
Okay. All right. So you think with the responsibility, people at that point, they get more responsible?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you, Eddie? What do you think about it?
It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very good that you because that is the way that you can in the future that you're clean.
Yeah.
And that you help, and that you can now help yourself and help your family.
Okay.
Your siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, and have responsibility of the house.
So you think it's better? And that's the kind of freedom we are talking about before. German kids are not They don't know that much responsibility at a tender age. They have to learn it way. And you see, even some. That's why you see now. That's why we come to an misunderstanding when you get a 40-year-old person still staying with her parents or his parents here in Germany. In Africa, we believe by the age of 25, one has to already get married. You have to have your own family and all that. And we don't have to, to always to think about your parents helping you, So, and also to, what do you call it? Like, to be responsible in a whole large way, and that's a good way. As much as freedom comes with both goods and bads. Both curses. It is a curse at the same time as a blessing, and the responsibility, I think it's more of a blessing. I think so. So we are going to go on a short break, and then we are going to discuss more about our topic today.
Taking you on a music journey around Africa and to the world.
The station with the best music.
Mambo vipi, naitwa Mimi Mars aka the Sugar Queen kutoka East Africa, Tanzania, kupitia 99.2 FM Radio R. Enjoy.
Naitwa Stopper the Rhyme Maker, the bad rapper, the RCD Dan Dada.
Watu wangu kupitia 99.2 Radio R live from Germany.
Yeah, this is Linux Sandem Jada.
Naitwa Matan, msanii wa nyimbo za kizazi kipya nchini Tanzania.
Hello, mambo vipi, what's up? Naitwa Lino Sanga all the way from 255 Tanzania.
Yeah, ni Zedanto hapa ndani ya Radio R.
Yo, tunaitwa Africa Music.
Yo, bwana, inakuwaje watu wangu? Risho Boy is a business live and direct kutoka Mbeya City. Unasikiliza Radio R au sio 99.2 au vipi bwana?
99.2 FM. 99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany. For your daily shows and African hits, Canada, DJ Drazi and Divina Richards on Radio Ara 99.2 FM. 99.2 FM. Live from Stuttgart City, Germany. We are number one on entertainment.
Check this out, ladies and gentlemen listening.
Music.
We take care of your music needs.
Interviews.
Are you ready?
And Diaspora Chronicles.
Keep listening for more.
Oh yes, it's 99.2 FM. Radio Ara. Your station, your solution.
Let's go!
So welcome back to the Radio R 99.2. Queen Victoria here with the African Guide for Kids and the story of Apostle Linda Edwards. And today we are talking about how to make our place, Africa, a better place. As much as we love it, and as we all know in life, that as much as you love anywhere, there's some things that you'd feel like you would like to do to make a better place. And today, me being honored to have two guests with me. We'll be talking much about the things that we experienced back in Africa and trying to see where to make them, how to make it better. So, and then we're going to go now to the next question. And that is, where or do you have examples where the cultures or African cultures or people from other cultures can learn from our African culture? Do you have any? Yeah, Humphrey?
Yeah, for example, self-responsibility at an early age.
Yeah.
A lot of cultures that are not African learn that self-responsibility when they're already an adult.
Yeah.
But for us, we already learn it when we are teenagers or younger.
Younger, yeah.
And when you learn it early, it's
Yeah.
good for yourself.
Yeah.
And you can also have live a better life when you have that.
And yeah, a better life. In this case, it's way much simpler when you start to be responsible at a tender age. That means you'll have already the rhythm of, being responsible as the days goes by. So what else would you like to say, you as an African person, what culture would you teach other people, Eddie?
Not to disrespect.
Yeah.
But respect.
Yeah.
Be faithful.
Mm-hmm.
Be thankful.
Yeah.
To be kind.
Yeah.
And making free seats for and respecting the elders too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's so nice. That's a very good one. With respect, you have to learn and teach the people how to respect the others. So, and the other thing is about with when it comes to the insecurity. What would you tell the people in Africa? How do you think it would be good if they put insecurity? Is it necessary? And if necessary, how would you tell the leaders back there? We are not getting political here. We're just talking. So how would you say about the insecurities? Humphrey?
Can you explain the word insecurity?
Insecurity means like, for example, in Germany, you can walk freely at night, right? And without fearing or having minimal fear when walking at night. In Africa, I don't think it's very advisable to walk in the night. So what would you say? Now, that is insecurity that I'm talking about. Yeah, so how would you tell them? How would you tell the people to do with insecurity? Humphrey?
Maybe stricter police.
Yeah.
So that there is less crime.
Yeah.
But I think in Africa they have a low crime rate.
Yeah.
They have actually a low crime rate, but
just like you said, they should put it more strict here.
Yeah.
They should be more strict, okay? And what else? For example, for me, I would say that if only they could create more jobs, farm jobs, if only they could just help us with the resources, not to misuse the resources that we have, and make use of it in an appropriate way so that the African people can benefit from it. I think it will be a much better place. The insecurity will go low because everybody will be busy with their work. They will be having their jobs. They will be more focused, and also the people should the people on hire. They should help people to. I mean, they should just help for the people to get jobs so that they can have this security, because security comes with it comes with different ways. It comes from you be able to provide for your family, and then you focus on the family. But if you don't have anywhere to provide for your family from, then you start trying to get from someone else. Yeah, and when getting from someone else, some, they get to stealing. So I think it all starts with the misusing of resources from the people who are misusing it, and getting everything for us as Africans. Yeah, so what about the dressing? Okay, that one I don't think I'd choose much. That one I think it's more of ladies, because with the dressing in Africa, we talked about it last week or last Saturday, is that we have our way special of dressing, and it's both blessing and a curse, because we have a strict way of dressing. And I think for that, I would say that they should give us more freedom. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So for today, I think that was it. And next week we'll be joined by other guests, or among the guests that we had today. I would like to thank everyone that was here, everyone that is listening, Facebook family and YouTube family, everyone. Thank you so much for being present. And I am Queen Victoria with the African Guide for Kids here at Radio R 99.2 and the pastoral of Pastor Linda Edwards. And for that, I'll say God bless you and see you next Saturday. Bye.
99.22 FM. This is Radio Ara. This is Radio Ara, home of African music.
Real World presents
Taking